Cheese boards are a real treat. Imagine a platter filled with a variety of delicious cheeses paired with sweet fruits, crunchy crackers, and savory nuts. It's a feast for the eyes and the taste buds. Cheese boards are perfect for parties, picnics, or even just a cozy night in. They're all about celebrating the wonderful world of cheese and sharing that joy with friends and family. Cheese boards have become increasingly popular in recent years, and for good reason. They offer a relaxed and sociable way to enjoy food. Instead of a formal sit-down meal, a cheese board invites guests to graze and sample different flavors at their own pace. It's a delicious way to encourage conversation and create a warm and inviting atmosphere. Whether you're a seasoned cheese connoisseur or just starting to explore the world of fromage, there's a cheese board out there for everyone. It's all about finding the flavors and combinations that you love and having fun experimenting in the process. So, gather your favorite cheeses, grab some crackers, and let's dive into the art of crafting the perfect cheese board. Before we start building our cheese board, it's important to understand the variety of cheeses available. Each type of cheese brings its own unique flavor, texture, and character to the table, making your cheese board not just a treat for the taste buds, but also a feast for the eyes. Let's get familiar with the different types of cheese. Knowing these will help you make informed choices and create a balanced and diverse selection for your board. Understanding the basic categories will help us choose a balanced and diverse selection for our board. Each category has its own unique characteristics, and knowing these can elevate your cheese board from good to exceptional. Soft cheese. These cheeses are smooth, creamy, and spreadable. They are often enjoyed on crackers or bread and can be a delightful addition to any cheese board. They often have a mild and delicate flavor, making them a favorite among many cheese lovers. Think brie, camembert, and goat cheese. These are classic examples of soft cheeses that are sure to please semi-soft cheese. As the name suggests, these cheeses fall somewhere between soft and hard. They have a bit more structure than soft cheeses, but are still easy to slice and enjoy. They have a bit more structure than soft cheeses, but are still easy to slice. Their flavors can range from mild to slightly tangy, offering a nice contrast to the softer varieties. Gouda, Havarti, and Monterey Jack are good examples. These cheeses add a wonderful variety to your board, both in terms of texture and flavor. Hard cheese. These cheeses are firm, often crumbly, and have a longer aging process. This aging process intensifies their flavors, making them a standout on any cheese board. They tend to have more intense and complex flavors, which can be a delightful contrast to the milder cheeses on your board. Cheddar, Parmesan, and Gruyere are classic hard cheeses. Their robust flavors and firm textures make them a must-have for any cheese enthusiast. Blue cheese. These cheeses are easily recognizable by their distinctive blue or green veins, which are created by introducing edible mold during the cheese-making process. This unique process gives blue cheese its characteristic look and flavor. Blue cheeses have a strong pungent aroma and a sharp, salty flavor. They are often a love it or hate it type of cheese, but for those who enjoy them, they are a true delicacy. Roquefort, Gorgonzola, and Stilton are well-known blue cheeses. Their bold flavors and unique appearance make them a striking addition to any cheese board. When choosing cheeses for your board, aim for a variety of textures and flavors from different categories. This variety will not only make your cheese board visually appealing, but will also ensure that there is something for everyone to enjoy. This will ensure a well-balanced and enjoyable experience for everyone. A thoughtfully curated cheese board can be the highlight of any gathering, bringing people together to enjoy the rich and diverse world of cheese. Now that we know our cheese types, let's talk about how to choose the perfect cheeses for your board. Selecting the right cheeses can elevate your cheese board from ordinary to extraordinary, making it a memorable experience for you and your guests. Flavor. The most important factor is, of course, flavor. Think about the overall taste profile you want to create. Do you want something mild and creamy, or something sharp and tangy? Consider the preferences of your guests as well. A balanced board should have a mix of flavors to cater to different palates. Choose a variety of cheeses with different flavor profiles to keep things interesting. For instance, you might include a mild cheese like mozzarella, a tangy cheese like blue cheese, and a rich aged cheese like Gouda. This variety ensures that there's something for everyone to enjoy. Texture. Texture is just as important as flavor when it comes to cheese. Aim for a mix of textures such as soft and spreadable, semi-soft and sliceable, and hard and crumbly. This not only adds visual appeal to your board, but also provides a delightful range of mouthfeel experiences. This will add another dimension of enjoyment to your cheese board. Imagine the contrast between a creamy brie and a crumbly blue cheese. It's these differences that make each bite exciting and unique. Region. Don't be afraid to explore cheeses from different regions. Each region has its own unique cheese-making traditions and flavors. For example, French cheeses are known for their soft, creamy textures, while Italian cheeses often have a more robust, aged flavor. French cheeses like Brie and Camembert are always a crowd pleaser, while English cheddar and Italian Parmesan are classics for a reason. Including a mix of regional cheeses can also be a great conversation starter, as each cheese has its own story and heritage. Milk type. Cheeses are made from different types of milk, such as cow's milk, goat's milk, and sheep's milk. Each type of milk brings its own unique characteristics to the cheese, influencing both flavor and texture. Each milk type imparts its own distinct flavor to the cheese. Cow's milk cheeses are the most common, while goat's milk cheeses have a tangy flavor, and sheep's milk cheeses are often rich and buttery. Including a variety of milk types can add depth and complexity to your cheese board. When in doubt, don't hesitate to ask for recommendations at your local cheese shop. They can help you select the perfect cheeses based on your preferences and the occasion. Cheese experts can also introduce you to new and exciting varieties you might not have considered, making your cheese board truly special. Section 4. Perfect pairings: fruits, nuts, and crackers. Cheese is delicious on its own, but it's even better when paired with complementary flavors and textures. The right combination can elevate your cheese board from simple to extraordinary, creating a symphony of tastes and sensations that delight the palate. Fruits, nuts, and crackers are the perfect accompaniments to a cheese board, adding sweetness, crunch, and savory notes that enhance the flavors of the cheese. These elements not only provide a variety of tastes, but also add visual appeal to your presentation. Fruits. Fruits add a touch of sweetness and freshness to the cheese board. They can balance the richness of the cheese and cleanse the palate between bites, making each taste of cheese feel like the first. Grapes, apples, pears, and figs are all excellent choices. Each of these fruits brings its own unique flavor profile, from the crispness of apples to the juiciness of grapes, enhancing the overall experience. For a more exotic touch, try dried apricots, dates, or even fresh berries. These fruits offer a different texture and a concentrated sweetness that pairs beautifully with both mild and strong cheeses. Nuts provide a satisfying crunch and a boost of savory flavor. They add a different dimension to the cheese board, making each bite more interesting and complex. Almonds, walnuts, pecans, and pistachios are all great options. Each type of nut has its own distinct taste and texture, from the buttery smoothness of pecans to the robust crunch of almonds. You can also opt for a mixture of roasted and salted nuts for added flavor. The roasting process brings out the natural oils and enhances the nutty flavors, while a touch of salt can heighten the overall taste experience. Crackers provide a neutral base for the cheese and other accompaniments. They offer a satisfying crunch and can help to balance the flavors, allowing the cheese to shine. Choose a variety of crackers with different flavors and textures, such as plain water crackers, buttery crackers, seeded crackers, and even breadsticks. This variety ensures that there is something for everyone and adds an element of fun to the cheese board. When pairing fruits, nuts, and crackers with your cheese, consider the flavors and textures that complement each other. Think about how the sweetness of the fruit, the crunch of the nuts, and the crispness of the crackers can enhance the cheese. For example, a creamy brie pairs well with sweet grapes and crunchy crackers, creating a delightful contrast of textures and flavors. While a sharp cheddar goes well with tart apples and savory almonds. The sharpness of the cheddar is balanced by the tartness of the apples and the richness of the almonds, making for a harmonious and satisfying bite. Section 5. Building your masterpiece. Arranging your cheese board. Now that we have all our ingredients, it's time to assemble our cheese board. Arranging your cheese board is all about creating an aesthetically pleasing and inviting display that entices your guests to dig in. Start by placing the cheese on the board first. Arrange the cheeses from mildest to strongest to guide your guests through the tasting experience. You can cut the cheeses into different shapes and sizes for visual interest. Next, add the fruits, nuts, and crackers. Scatter them around the cheeses, creating small clusters of each item. This will make it easier for guests to grab what they want without disturbing the arrangement. Don't be afraid to get creative with your arrangement. You can add small bowls for dips like honey or chutney. You can also use sprigs of fresh herbs like rosemary or thyme to add a touch of greenery and aroma to your board.